Six p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister, in his felicitation message to the Christian community on Easter, has vowed to make the world a peaceful place where the communities can live in harmony. The month-long celebrations on the Golden Jubilee of 1973 Constitution will commence from tomorrow. The Planning Minister has emphasized the need to hold federal and provincial elections at the same time to strengthen the federation. Political experts have said India is continuously violating all international laws and conventions in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Israeli forces have martyred another Palestinian youth in the occupied West Bank. Lebanon has lodged a complaint with the United Nations Security Council against Israel's violations of its territories. And now the news in detail. The Christian community in Pakistan and around the world is celebrating Easter today. The Christian community has participated in special prayers and events to celebrate the festival with religious enthusiasm. Strict security measures have been put in place outside churches across the country. Pope Francis opened a celebration of Mass on Easter today. The ceremony is joined by dozens of prelates and tens of thousands of pilgrims and tourists in St. Peter's Square at the Vatican. Some 45,000 people have gathered by the start of mid-morning Mass. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has wished a very happy Easter to the Christian community around the world, particularly to Pakistani Christian brothers and sisters. In a tweet today, he said, "Let us all vow to do our bit in making the world a peaceful place where communities can live in harmony with a better hope for tomorrow." The Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Maryam Aurangzeb, has also wished Happy Easter to the Christian community in Pakistan and around the world. In a tweet, the Minister said efforts of the Christian community in the creation of Pakistan and the nation-building process are commendable and unforgettable. In their felicitation messages to the Christian community on the occasion of Easter today, the Sindh Chief Minister and Caretaker Chief Minister Khyber Pakhtunkhwa have expressed commitment for the welfare and protection of the rights of the minorities. They said the nation values the important and active role played by the Christian community for the development of the country. The Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah said all the minority communities enjoy equal rights in Sindh as per the teachings of Islam. The Caretaker Chief Minister Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Muhammad Azam Khan, in his message, said the provincial government is taking solid steps for the welfare and protection of the rights of the minorities. Sessions of the Senate and the National Assembly will separately be held at the Parliament House in Islamabad tomorrow. The Upper House will meet at 10:30 tomorrow morning, while the Lower House will resume at 10 in the morning. Meanwhile, the joint sitting of the Parliament will be held at 4 tomorrow afternoon. The National Assembly will commence the month-long celebrations of the 50th anniversary of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973 from tomorrow. The Constitution of 1973 is a landmark document that laid the foundation of a democratic and progressive society in the country. The Speaker, Raja Parvez Ashraf, will inaugurate the celebrations by laying the foundation stone of the Constitution Monument at a site opposite the Parliament Lodges at D Chowk in Islamabad. This will be followed by a wreath-laying ceremony at the memorial of the unsung heroes of democracy in the Parliament House, paying homage to those who fought for democracy and constitutionalism in Pakistan. The coordinator to the Prime Minister on Economy and Energy, Bilal Azharkiani, has said macroeconomic indicators of the country are improving, and after the staff-level agreement with the International Monetary Fund, the foreign exchange reserves will increase. Addressing the media in Islamabad today, he expressed the government's commitment to improve the economy under the leadership of Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif. He said the risk of default has successfully been averted and now the situation of foreign exchange reserves will be improved after the IMF deal and support from friendly countries. The Federal Minister for Planning, Ahsan Iqbal, says elections should be held on time in October this year. Addressing a ceremony in Narowal today, he said the federal and the provincial elections should be held at the same time. He said the country is witnessing a constitutional and political crisis. Ahsan Iqbal said there will be issues in early elections in the Punjab and it will be equivalent to the weakening of the federation. Senator Mushahid Hussain Sayyid of the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz has proposed a grand national dialogue for all the political parties to the current political situation. Talking to a private news channel, he said the political temperature has risen to new heights of confrontation which needs to be brought down through table talks. He said Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz had always opened its doors for the opponents to address the issues through dialogue. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Poverty Alleviation, Faisal Karim Kundi, has said the government and the opposition should sit together and think about how to direct the country towards prosperity and development. Talking to a private news channel, he asked the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chairman Imran Khan to stop double standards. This is Radio Pakistan. The arrival of Sikh Yatris is being continued into Pakistan through the Wagah border, Lahore, to participate in the annual Baisakhi celebrations. The Additional Secretary Shrines, Rana Shahid Salim, and the President Pakistan Sikh Gurdwara Parbandhak Committee, Sardar Amir Singh, and other members of the Evacuee Trust Property Board welcomed the first batch of pilgrims. During the visit, the pilgrims would go to Dera Sahib, Panja Sahib, Nankana Sahib and Kartarpur Sahib, beside others, before returning to India on the 18th of this month. In the Indian illegally occupied Kashmir, the political experts have said India is continuously violating all international laws and conventions in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In their interviews and statements in Srinagar, analysts and political experts said the Modi regime is using black laws like the Public Safety Act and Unlawful Activities Prevention Act in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to arrest innocent people in the occupied territory. Meanwhile, the Indian troops have launched cordon search operations in Poonch district of the territory. On the other hand, the Indian National Congress has denounced the Bharatiya Janata Party and Lieutenant Governor administration for snatching the land of farmers and poor people. Addressing a rally at Suchitgarh, the President, Indian National Congress chapter in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Vikar Rasool Wani, strongly criticized the eviction of marginal farmers holding limited land. He said the Modi-led BJP government is pursuing vendetta politics against the opposition while suppressing every voice of dissent. Lebanon has lodged a complaint with the United Nations Security Council against Israel's violations of its territories. The Foreign Minister Abdullah Abu Habib said a complaint letter was handed over to both United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres and the United Nations Security Council. The letter condemned the recent attacks carried out by Israel in southern Lebanon. It held Tel Aviv responsible for the repercussions of any escalation that would blow up the situation on the southern Lebanon border. In the occupied West Bank, the Israeli forces have martyred another Palestinian youngster during a clash between the army and a group of Palestinians in Azun town of Kalkilia. In Syria, Israeli military has carried out 2 rounds of strikes on targets today. The Syrian state media reported that strikes hit military facilities close to the capital Damascus. China continued its military drill around Taiwan for a second day today. In a statement, Taiwan's defense ministry said its military has detected 9 Chinese warships and 58 aircraft aboard the island. And finally, the weather report. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while hot conditions are likely in central and southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, gusty winds are likely in the plain areas and coastal areas of the country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.